What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bo, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to Hold My Nuts podcast, where we talk about semen retention and leveling up, bettering ourselves, becoming better men all across the board. I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you can go ahead and give me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Drop a comment if you vibing with the content, man. Drop a comment. I tell on every single video. None of my friends, none of my family know about this channel. The only person who knows about the channel are the people following and myself. That's it. Reason for that is because I want to keep it organic. I don't want people following me as a favor. I don't want any fake followers. I want real, true love and support, and I'm willing to go through the grind to build up the audience so we can do this thing together organically. With that being said, let's get into the video. So for me, I'm still on day 8. This is actually day 8. Like I've said before, I've done this several times. No longer than a 30-day streak. But I've done it enough to know that the benefits are indeed real. That's a fact. Right now, I plan on going really long, way past 30 days. But what I'm doing is I'm taking it one day at a time. Okay, just one day at a time. And just staying focused and staying on the grind. But in today's video, what I really wanted to talk about is no fab semen retention is not enough. It's not enough. You have to add other things to it in order to get the full benefits. Now you can hold your semen, you can hold it all in, and you can still continue the bad habits that you currently have, but it's going to be counterintuitive. Okay, one of the main things you want to do on semen retention is obviously you want to work out. But 2, you want to change and restructure your diet. These are the 2 most important aspects, if you ask me, is semen retention, working out, and diet. If you don't do anything else with semen retention, work out and change your diet, because it's very key and it's very important, because how you feel with the extra energy that you have, and then you can fuel that those effects by eating the proper foods. I like to call it God food. Let's eat God's food that comes from the ground. Let's put the processed food away. Let's eat God's food. Let's put down the sugary drinks. Let's drink that H2O, that heavenly water, and let's repay the body. Let's repay the body. Let's bless the body by putting the proper foods into the body. You want to stop drinking. You want to just stop the things that are putting the toxins inside your body. Right? So you want to practice multiple disciplines at the same time. Right? So you're doing semen retention. You're staying away from releasing your seed unnecessarily, and you're working out. So now you're improving yourself, and you're also eating the right foods. Like I told you guys before in my other video, 2 years ago, I went plant-based, and I was hardcore solid on the plant-based. And I can definitely attest to the fact that going plant-based dramatically changed my health. Now, I've never been like a sickly person or a person that's been perceived to have bad health. But internally, I knew I wasn't as healthy as I wanted to be, because I didn't feel as healthy as I wanted to be. From the outside, looking at me from the outside, you would just think I was just a regular, normal, healthy guy. But from the inside, my body was telling me something different. And I knew one of the main components of that was the foods that I was eating, the processed foods. So if you're going to be doing semen retention and you're going to be garnering all of this sexual tension, and you have to divert and transmute that energy into other areas and other aspects of your life, the best thing you can do is, while you're retaining, is work out and eat the proper foods. Eat the proper foods. Eat God's food. What do I mean by God's food? Food that comes from the earth, that comes from the ground. Fruits, vegetables. Stay away from processed foods. Go to the market. Get you some fresh vegetables. Get you some fruit. Get your favorite fruit. Some beans. And you want to eat God's food. And when you combine those three elements together, man, you're going to start feeling like the God that you are. That's facts. You're going to start feeling like the God that you are, my brother. But you got to eat the right foods. Don't be counterintuitive. Don't practice semen retention and then have a bad diet. Don't practice semen retention and then not work out. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you probably watch a lot of videos on the subject. Especially if you're new to this for the first time, you're trying to get all the information that you could probably get. A lot of the videos that you see on YouTube, they try to draw you in by saying that semen retention attracts females. That's the hook that they try to get you to actually, dive into the video. Is that if you practice semen retention, you're going to attract a lot of females. This is counterintuitive. Okay. When you go on semen retention, you're going on semen retention to better yourself, to empower yourself, to make your plans come true, to give you the necessary skills, temperament to be able to navigate through life's challenges. You want to be operating on a very, very high frequency, and semen retention will allow you to do that. You don't want to start practicing semen retention just so you can relapse with a chick. I mean, it's pointless. Now, I'm not on here preaching like, listen, you retain your semen forever. But what I am saying is we have to get into the mode or the discipline of practicing retaining our semen and not releasing it unless we feel like there is a worthy individual or cause to do so. These are facts. But if you want to get the most out of semen retention, you have to eat right. You have to drink lots of water. And you have to combine these things with semen retention. Otherwise, if you don't do these two things, you are going to relapse, because you're going to be getting the dopamine effects off of the cheeseburgers, the fries, the fast food, the Chick-fil-A. You're going to be getting the dopamine effects off of that stuff. When you go to the bar, you're drinking with your friends. What happens when you start drinking? Right? Some nice looking girls come into the bar, and you're drinking, and you're feeling a little, feeling a little nice, right? You're putting yourself in positions to relapse. Right? So it is counterproductive to practice semen retention, but then indulge in all of the other pleasures, because those other pleasures are going to cause you to relapse. They're going to cause you to relapse. Now, there's other things that you could do as well. You can read books, but the two most things that you can do that directly affect the body and commingles with the energy that you're building up is working out and eating right, eating the proper foods, eating God's food. You feel 10 times better when you eat God's food. When you drink the heavenly water, you feel great, right? It's going to help you because you're practicing 3 disciplines at once. So now you're rewiring your brain from just one discipline to 3 disciplines that you're practicing at the same time. we're retaining our seed, we're working out, and we're eating the right way. We're eating the right foods. And guys, when you get on the semen retention, the one thing that you want to understand is when you do something, when you experiment with something, there's a chance that you're gonna fall back into your old habits, right? You really want to make a decision to like, I'm doing this. I'm making a commitment to actually change my lifestyle for the long term, for the long run, forever. You want to go into it with that mind frame. When I went plant-based, I wasn't trying plant-based for, a month just to see how it went. I told myself, this is how I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. And for 2 years, almost 2 years, that's how I actually ate. I didn't eat meat. I didn't eat burgers and fries. As a result of it, I cut out the fast food. And I was eating things that I was actually making at home. I was eating fruits. I was eating vegetables. I lost weight. I felt better. I had more energy. I wasn't practicing semen retention at the time. But just on eating the right foods alone and changing my diet and cutting out all the excess processed foods, I felt 10 times better. You couple that with semen retention. You couple that with working out. Now you're turning into the God that you are, bro. Now you're walking around with a divine glow, right? And how much confidence do you have if you know that you're able to retain your seed? You know that you're disciplined enough to work out each and every day. And you know that you're disciplined enough not to put the trashy food inside your body. When you practice semen retention, you work out and you eat right, you can meditate better. You think clearer. You can make better decisions. Your mood's going to be better. Not to say that you won't have any problems. Not to say that all your life's problems will be eradicated. But what I am saying is this, is that you will be better able to deal with the stresses of life if you retain your seed, if you work out, and if you eat right. These are the facts of life. I'm just kicking it. I'm just dropping it. Listen, man, if you want to level up, if you want to get to the bag, you want to get the money, you want to shit on the people who was doubting you, forget about them. Just X them out. Focus on yourself. Hold your seed. And here's the number one key. Here's the number one key to the journey. Hold on. Here's the number one key to the journey. If you don't remember anything else that I say in this video, I want you to remember this. And that is, when you decide to go on semen retention, do not, I repeat, do not tell a single soul. Don't tell anyone. Do not tell anyone that you're doing semen retention. This is between you and God. Don't tell your homeboys. Don't tell the chicks that you're dealing with. Don't tell anyone. Keep this between you and God, because the minute you tell someone that you're doing semen retention, I can guarantee you're going to be tempted. Number one, as soon as you tell them, they're waiting for you to fall. A week goes by, you still on that semen retention, bro? How you feeling? I saw you over there with what's up? I'm trying to tell you. You tell the girls that you're dealing with that you don't semen retention. You tell girls that you encounter that you don't semen retention. What do you think they're going to try to do? What do you think they're going to try to do? They're going to try to knock you off your horse, bro. They're going to try to knock you off your motherfucking horse. So what you have to do is keep that shit to yourself. You experience the love within yourself. You experience the joy of knowing that you are disciplining yourself. You experience the joy of knowing that you are working out. You experience the joy of knowing that you're eating right and you're taking care of yourself. You do not have to go tell the world that you're practicing semen retention, because that is a very, 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 very bad idea. Now, once you are like, you really figure this out, because everybody's going to have a different experience as far as like how they go about doing it, but the effects and the benefits they receive are going to be the same. But once you gotta get into the groove, get into the mode of how you're going to do this, and you go 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, listen, and your neurons of being in your brains is being rewired, and now you're developing new habits that are going to help you overcome the temptations. Because the reason the temptations are so high in the beginning is because your brain is still working on the old way of doing things. Once you rewrite the code through action and you do it enough, the temptations will die down. I'm not saying when you see a nice looking woman, your meat's not going to get hard, because that's what's going to happen. But your brain is going to be able to process the information, know reality from a virtual world, and you're going to be more ethical in your approach to the situation, which is going to bring down the temptation. But initially, the temptation is going to be very high because you're going to be used to doing things your normal way. That's why it's important to keep it to yourself, work out, and eat God's food. Eat God's food. That is key. Get you some sweet potatoes, some asparagus. Eat you some salad, put some black beans on it, right? I would say stay away from the rice. Get some brown rice. Don't get the regular rice. You know what I'm saying? Drink your water. Beet juice. I'm telling you, that's a life hack. Drink you some beet juice. You're going to see your health improve. You're going to see your body improve. Your mind, your mental state is going to improve. And you're going to start seeing that now you're in control. Now you can look at a beautiful woman and be like, you know what? I don't even know if I really, I conversate with you for a little bit, but I don't even know if I really want to knock you off. You feel me? It ain't really worth it to me. You know what I mean? You're going to start developing that type of attitude. Right now, you're probably in a state or in a phase right now where it's just, listen, if I like her, she like me, and it can pop off, then it is what it is. That's probably the mode that you're living in right now, right? But that's not where you want to be, man. If you want to pull up in whatever you want to pull up in, you want to live wherever you want to live, you want to go wherever you want to go, and you want to do whatever you want to do, you got to practice semen retention. You have to be disciplined. Why am I doing this channel? One, it's going to help me stay accountable. When I come on this channel, I'm coming to drop the truth. I'm coming to live the truth. These are facts. Change your diet. And before you consider going on semen retention, don't just jump into it. Give yourself a couple of days to really consider what it's going to take, and give yourself a start date to prepare your mind for what's about to happen. If you're already on semen retention, then let's go. Let's grind it out every single day. Let's go. Hold my nuts. There's power in holding your nuts. If you can control your sexual urges, you're God. You are a God. You're God. If you can control your sexual urges. The two most difficult things to control is the sexual urge, and then right after that are the words that come out of your mouth. If you can control those two things, you're God, bro. You're God. Listen, man, I'm going to do a recap. Then I got to get on with my day. One, practicing semen retention, it has to be coupled with working out and changing your diet. You have to eat right. You have to eat God's food. And don't tell anyone you're doing semen retention. Keep this between you and God. Right? God bless you. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Drop your boy a comment, man. Drop your boy a comment. Let me know if you really vibing with the content, man. Drop your boy a comment. I love y'all. Stay strong. You got the juice, man. Peace.